Hello friends, welcome back to Kayjo Farm. So today I'll be sharing my goat story. Yeah, so I'm going to be sitting on my chair, but I see that it has been taken over. There is a coup taking place right now, but I'm a very rough soldier. I have to take over my seat. You understand? Oh yeah. So let me organize a bit my camera. All right, these people want to take over my seat, but I'm the commando here. So let's begin. How did I start my goat farming journey? Surprisingly, I'm not. Surprisingly, I wasn't interested in goats. Yeah, I wasn't interested in goats, but because I was watching, my work. When I'm doing my work on my laptop, I'm also watching some videos. You understand? So I put there my playlist. It plays as I'm working. So some videos used to come. Some videos used to come on these YouTube playlists, and these videos were for a man called Hamisi Semanda. If you don't know Hamisi Semanda if you are in goat farming, then you have to, because he deserves the credit. So his videos used to come on, and I watch, and I used to see this man. He used to say, don't spend a lot on building goat houses. You understand? Me, I'm a poor man. He used to say that me, as a poor man, I'm not going to spend a lot on goat houses. I'm going to start using my ground houses. I've started with 100 goats, so forth, so forth. So for my own issue I had with Hamisi was that he used to say he's a poor man. But for me, Hamisi, if you are listening, I'm not a poor man. So I used to hear him saying I'm a poor man. So, and one day, my job as a software engineer, it's not a bad job, it's a good job, and I'm still doing it, and I'll keep doing it. But the money I used to get from there, I had invested it, but now I wanted to multiply it. You understand? You want to get money and multiply money, because why get money and just not multiply it? Because in the Bible, of course, when the talents, they give you money, you're supposed to multiply it. So I wanted to get a venture or something to do that can multiply my money. And God business came into my mind, because I was watching these videos, not so much, but I used to watch them. So I decided to do it, to start goat farming. So that decision came in 2024. That's when I made the decision of doing goat farming. So when I did that, I made sure to watch videos. First of all, I started by watching videos. I watched videos, Hamisi's videos and other people's videos, like Goji Farms, BGM, there's another one, Value Farm, and so forth. So I watched those videos. I used to watch day and night. My wife can testify for you if she comes on my channel. So I used to watch day and night. For 2 good months I was watching. I started from the first video of Hamisi, the first one, until the current one. So, and I'm still watching. So when I did my summary, I put my notes. I have books I've written in my books. I have summarized, I've categorized. So in future, I'll also be releasing a goat book. I'll be just adding on, subtracting on. So I'll be releasing one. So after watching these videos and getting the information, I decided to visit these farms, because the other one was theory. I needed practical. So there I go. I decided to go and visit Hamisi. Called him, and he said he will be there on weekend. I drove to Kayunga district. Yeah, my farm is in Wakiso district. So I drove to Kayunga district. So Hamisi's farm, when you reach Kayunga district, you enter inside and drive. Even the distance is more larger than from Wakiso to Kayunga. I drove inside, visited Hamis, met the manager. The manager took me through the process. He was a good manager. He took me through the process, what I need to, how much I need to buy, what, etc. And from there, I was motivated. I was very motivated. I was like, from here, I'm going to start my own goat farm. So from Hamis's place, I also visited Bwogi Farms. Bwogi Farms is in Kayunga, is in Rakai district. If you know Rakai district, you go past Masaka and enter inside to Rakai. And for Bwogi, for her, it's inside there where it is. It's let me stop there. But I did all that because I wanted to do farming. I visited Bwogi Farms. I drove there. You can see from Kampala Wakiso to Rakai, from Kampala Wakiso to Kayunga, because I wanted this information. I visited even more other farms. I also visited Emilinza farms, just because I was just motivated. It's like I'd taken a drug of goats. You understand? So from there, I decided to start. And remember, when I started this, I had no land. You understand? I had no land, and I was hoping I would get money to purchase land. That was my goal. I wanted to purchase land. But I realized, you understand? If I purchase land, I won't have enough money to buy the goats. I have to also work or wait for some more months for me to accumulate the income. So this land I'm using is not mine. I'm using here. If you are there, you can also rent or hire land. You don't need to purchase land. If you have land, then perfect. You understand? Then perfect, you can go on. So for me, this land came in as a blessing, because I needed land. I needed land that was somehow nearer, because if it was me to purchase land, I was supposed to go far away. And when you are starting, you need to supervise your farm. You understand? You need to supervise your farm. So I was praying for near land. So my prayers came true. Thank you, God. And I got this land. So this land, when I came on this land, I had to first plant pak chong. If you look at my videos, if you have watched my videos, you will see that I was planting pak chong. And when I reached, because I was new, the neighbors wanted to take advantage of me because of being new. They were putting things high. You tell them to do this, they charge you highly. And to avoid quarrels, I stopped using them and started using my own people. So if you are new in an area, please first study the area and also work with neighbors later. First study and work with the neighbors later. You just want to avoid quarrels. So for the houses, these houses, for this goat house, I built it myself, me and my worker. 2 people like this. 2 people we built this house, because from my visiting of farms, I was doing all my calculations. I was measuring the height, I was measuring the depth, I was measuring the length of the exercising area. Everywhere I went to visit these goat farms, I was looking at every detail so that I can do it by myself. I watched also, there's this man who rears rabbits, forgotten his name. Also he shows videos on constructing goat houses. So that's how I learned. I researched, I researched. So I decided to do it with my worker. We did it ourselves. We didn't hire anyone. So what you see here, it's us. We did it, 2 of us. Then there's also a friend who used to come at times to help us. But mostly, I did it with my first worker. And by then, when we are building, that's when I decided to get my 1 goat. I think it's showing in the camera. That was my first goat. I started with 1 goat. Imagine. I started with 1 goat. That was my first goat. Yeah, it came here. I started somehow getting sick, and it was my first goat to get an injection. It was an experiment. It was an apparatus. It was the first one to get an injection from me. We gave it Oxy 20%, multivitamins, and it was okay. So from then, we started bringing in others. I got from Bwogi Farms also. Sold me Muwende goats. I got the first batch of Muwende goats I got from Bwogi. Also the second one I got from Bwogi. Then the third one, which are our savannas, which you've been seeing and in the background, were from Hamisi. So the local ones, I got them because I had no knowledge. For me, my knowledge was computers, programming and so forth, coding. I can program for you a program that manages goats. I can program a program that scans goats, but I didn't know how to rear goats. So that's why I first started with local goats, to make sure I understand these goats. Because if you lose a goat, of a hybrid goat, then you have lost around 500 Ugandan shillings and above, and you don't want that. So now these goats, I've learned, I know how to inject, I know how to look at a goat, I know it's sick, I know how to take care of kids, I know a lot of things. Now that's why I've started bringing in hybrids of Savannah. Right now I'm starting with Savannah. As time goes on, I'll bring in Boas and Kalharis as we go on. So this thing is a process. Start with what you have. My future people, start with what you have. My youth, start with what you have. That's now how I've started also planting alfalfa, which is full of proteins, because now I'm upgrading. I'm upgrading to hybrids, because that's where the future is in goats. Local goats are also nice. You can keep them, but concentrate more on hybrids, because that's where we are going. That's where we are going when it comes to exporting our products, when it comes to getting more numbers of goats first. Hybrids are the way to go. So that's my journey. I think I've even skipped a lot of things, like putting solar, because I want to work from here, you understand. We haven't also talked about silage. I started also making silage for my goats. All these things, it was my first time. Silage, it was my first time using molasses and so forth. What else? I had to organize this place, you understand, because there are also other costs that people don't tell you, farmers that don't tell you, that are involved in these things. Because like solar, I had to spend workers. You have to spend monthly, you understand. You're also searching for workers. It's not easy, trustworthy workers, you understand. Also building this house, we had to buy materials. Iron sheets, I think, were the most expensive ones here that took our budget. But other than that, the labor, it was on us. What else? Bring in dogs, and also getting used to your neighbors, and so forth. It's a lot. Can't exhaust everything, but what I can say is just start. I started. Make your research. That's very important, because you don't just want to enter far. In this side, we say you don't want to enter just far. You have to enter with information, you understand. You have to enter with information, because it's very key to goat rearing or anything you want to start out there. So also, since I'm a software engineer, I want to advertise my company. Our company is called Buzen or Bazen Technologies, B-U-Z-E-N Technologies. We do systems, we develop apps, we do custom systems, we do things concerning software. You can check us on our website, you can check us on Facebook, you can check us on Twitter. Check us out on Twitter. So there, I've put my advert, my company mates. Yeah, I think you're going to pay me for it. So yeah, that's my story of goat farming. It hasn't been easy, and also it hasn't been hard. It has been a journey. I've enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying it. Right, this year it's a year of increase. It's a year of increase. God has blessed us. We are still growing. So we have received kids right now, 19 to 20 kids. Because most of them, the goats I brought, were pregnant. I think 90% of my goats were pregnant. So those are the kids that we have received. Do you understand? Yep. Oh, so also that's the kids' pen also. I don't know. I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my videos every time I post. Thank you for subscriptions. I'm just amazed by what you people are doing for me, the feedback, you understand. Some asking questions, some are saying they will support me when goats have accumulated, and I'm happy for that. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. These ones are just eating, want to eat my wire. All right, bye bye.